not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. Steam, break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road, where other miss their soul. For the love of cars, on the streets the story is right. Old and new the sun right. Toyota, Nissan, Benz, so Mazda. We break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's gotta tell. Feeling try to see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. Steam, break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just a hype. Stalin views and engine modes. We teach you more than just photos. Second tools from the basics up. Trucking D and car stuff. If you're new or a season vet, call a love of cars you ain't seen nothing yet. Big city money, driving pro. This is more than just machines. It's a love, the life, the dream. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to rims of patrol. With your steam, break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Okay, man. I love the girl. She don't want me. She don't want me, but I tell her. Yes, I tell her. Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo ninza. Girl, you my number one. Guasoka na kugama ne gulyo. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. Girl, you rule my world, you took my heart, never a part. But you made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over, you made me beg. But why? But why? Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo ninza. Sitting on motoka, sitting on kabanja, sitting on bling. Jagala kuwa some love, give me some love. Be my better half, I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Jewelry, dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart, yeah. Naye lwachongamba koma woluli sikumanyi bulungi nkyakwetegereza ate yes ate no ate be let's take it slow. You were my number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a bad part. You made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? But why? Racho nimbo ninza. Racho nimbo Girl, I love you, but you never ever take what I say. See, I need you, but you do what you do ever again. You rock my world, it goes around, around and round and round and round. I love you so, I need you so, I never leave you so. Girl, I tell you this every day, every night, that I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I. Watch on him, on him, on him. Watch on him, on him, on him, on him, on him. Watch on him, watch on him, watch on him, on him, on him. Watch on him, watch on him, on him. Come on, just sit it down, blink, jagala to a song. Give me some love and be my butter. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Watch on him, watch on him, watch on him, watch on him. Nothing gonna last for long. Time does not wait. Okay, man. Good morning, my people. How you doing today? Mufurike 1982. Welcome back from 1982, before internet was created. The only unfortunate bit with this time is that we all had smartphones, but we did not have access. Of course, I know some of you guys had access to internet. Muli connected in so my elections. We got some VPN. I paid for it even using my own hard-earned money. Bama rokate kakuwebati. I think echirondo za government student to come here online. Never switching off kat internet edia dala wali bali bazanya. Neba jijira kodala. And yeah, so that's how we are. We have to accept. I'm sad. I'm sad for my country, guys. I'm really sad for my country. Yesterday I was talking with someone that I work with. Nagamba ayagala kufuluma gwanga limutamye. Ne mugamba omanye ekiriwo. Ekiri mu gwanga wano kibeera kumpi buli wamu. Ne bonogenda Norway, ne bonogenda Denmark, you're going to actually grow old. Uno jakadirawo. And kasoke mbabuzeeko tugende maaso. Muyombya Mark, good morning. Webale Kayla Nima, hi, how are you? Mpanga Godfrey, I hope you guys slept well. Lawrence Biamukama, would you recommend someone to replace rubber numbers? Rubber numbers for shock absorbers? Checked and found this rubber cracked. Yeah, you need to change. Anything that is not the way it should be in the car should be changed. Yusuf Minaj, good morning. Ronald Muchwa, good morning. Paul Sema VIP, good morning. Karim UG, good morning. Cosma Sagaba, Katende Joseph, good morning. Travel Life Low, good morning. Sechiteruko Norman, good morning. Joshua Eden Farm, good morning. Fuama Wasuzotia Fuama Project Site, good morning. Dr. Kambes JVIP, good morning. The markets I reviewed recently, Mubondi million asatu munana kwana. Yeah, 38 to 40 million in the bond. Okay, it goes into you can even get it at like 50. Depends on the model you're buying, how many extras it has and all. But it's not a million 38. Cut outside the bond, you'll get it around 32. Chiwanuka Medad, good morning. Chairman Zach, how are you? But why would someone miss the morning broadcast? Yet it's the Ugandan who invented the internet. Gideon Opaye, good morning. Osi Pankunda, good morning. You're protecting the gain, Joshua. K. Jovan, good morning. Bruno Bakaika, good morning. So guys, welcome back from 1982. So I was talking to this person. They're actually younger than me. And I think in all their life, they have never felt frustrated by their country than this time. Like they felt really frustrated. But the thing that is frustrating them is not really the elections in general. What frustrated this person was that
they looked at their cousins, their cousins, those cousin relationships, and Nagamba, they were talking, and apparently there are people kakalubaka kutemu, it's a fact, but the scenes are kuchimirirako, because all of us in our family, we have people that voted for General Yoweri Museveni. We do. Nze wange nyinayo manyi artist abantu bana abamulonda. Okitegeera ko bakakwatamu nnyo bakakwatamu bubi. If it were like 53%, we would not carry. It's believable. But the thing is, ekyakalu tukiveko because akukasobola n'okusibya. The thing that frustrated the person I work with, yangambye nti I was looking at my people that are younger than me, thinking that there is only one person that can lead this country. That's the thing that frustrated that person. Me, I let that thing go a long time ago. Nti people don't believe that change is actually possible, that it's good. It's good, guys. Change is good. It's a very good thing. Change is very good. And then there is someone that we were talking to Nagamba. After esawe nshotaka president nga musiru. Nga taina gwawuliza nga amini. Nga when he says olugudo barukolebwe mutarukola wiki ejjangenda kutta abantu babiri nga bayino dukola. Okitegeera, we need someone like that. Titweta muntu alina beyeeguya nga bw'oli enguzi bakusiba ebyo byonna byonna ne babitwala nga president bw'atyo bw'akola. Okitegeera. But unfortunately, that's not possible. So the person was saying that they want to leave the country for good. And I told him, you know what? You cannot leave the country for good. This is your home. You have to go through something really life-changing, something that will push you to the point of saying, you know what, I'm leaving this country and I'm never coming back. I think that's the thing I've been saying for a long period of time. Like when the Sarawonti in Furume, Uganda, sijja kudda nja kulekanga buli kimu kyennyina wano nkitunze nga ngenze okitegeera and yeah, so but I saw a lot of people that got frustrated. The election was full of a lot of violence, a lot of violence, which is a very bad thing, guys. And I know elections are still going on. Try as much as possible to stay out of violence. I told you guys. Nalunjoje Harriet, good morning. Moramuzi, hi. Eddie Marvin, good morning. Henry Modern Juice, good morning. Jonathan Semuanga, good morning. Benadza, good morning. Alganyira Derek, good morning. Guys, I've been telling you, the goal should be to stay alive. The goal should be to stay alive, okay? No matter what happens in the country, no matter what happens on the politics. Muzea Parkins, protecting the gains. Namenya ni side mirror. So anyway, guys, I've been telling you time and again, for me, one of my goals is to stay alive. Stay out of prison, stay alive, okay? And that's all I want. And I've been saying for a very long period, like if I do my broadcasts, if I annoy anyone, tansiba anyambe ko buyambi amfunire visa amfulume siddamu kumunyiza siddamu kwogera ku kintu kyonna, but we are Ugandans, and there are things that we're going to talk about because we are Ugandans. But I know that anybody that has the power to lock you up has the power to help you get out of the country. So nze sagala kunsiba njagala kunyamba ko mfulume gwanga ongambe. Don't, have you seen those movies where the gangster tells the hero, get out of this town and never return? I just want someone to tell me that. Arthur, please compare for me Impreza and Paso Sete, which is better. At this rate, the Impreza is cheaper than the Paso Sete, so it's better. The Paso Sete cost about 35 million shillings in the bond. It's not worth the money. It doesn't give you anything special. And I don't know if in the future the Paso Sete will not be troublesome to all people. So right now you can get an Impreza at 33, 34 million. The Paso Sete is 35. It's not worth it. The reason why I used to encourage people to buy it was because at that time the Paso Sete was around 26 million shillings. It made sense. Paso Sete at 35 doesn't make sense. You can get a Fielder, you can get a Rumion, you can get a Wish. There's so many other cars that can get at 30 something million. instead of a Paso Sete. So the Paso Sete doesn't make sense. Is it raining? It's drizzling, so I have to remember to clean the windscreen. So guys, have you seen Viking movies? I watch a lot of those adventure movies. And there's this movie that I was watching. It's called Valhalla, I think, where the protagonist is a kid when their father is a king, and their father is killed by his brother, and he takes his mother captive, and then this dude is forced to go into exile as like a 7-year-old, and he lives in exile. He's a slave there until he's about like 36, 37 there. But as a kid, when he's going into exile, he goes and pushes the boat alone, and as he's rowing the boat, he's saying, I will avenge you, father, I will save your mother, I'll kill you, whatever the name of the uncle was. And then he goes. So while he's still a slave there, visions keep coming to him that he has to go and avenge the father and stuff like that. Of course, the movie ends on a sad note because he dies, but then he comes back, and the person, the slave, the soldier that almost killed him, he kills him, and then he finds out that the mother worked with the uncle to kill the father because the mother did not love the father. Yeah, you get the drill. So the movie ends up with him killing the mother, killing all the kids that the uncle had, and then eventually killing the uncle and also dying. That's how the movie ends. And for me, I've watched a lot of these Viking stories, yeah? And Viking stories, and also if you look at Game of Thrones, yeah? With Game of Thrones, it starts with the Lannisters. They come in, they come to the north, they invade this kingdom that was okay. They kill whoever the king is in that side, and then they take over. And for more than 20 years, they are in charge. And eventually, revenge happens. You get, for me, movies, the adventure movies like that teach me one thing. If you're not happy, yeah, sometimes you just have to let things go. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You let time, I think I'm just growing. I was talking to that workmate of mine, and Lawrence Biamukama, thank you very much for appreciating. Sijuki na mono kaje twagula. Which car did we buy? So guys, I was talking to this workmate of mine, and they were really angry. Like, we talked for like 2 hours, and this workmate of mine could not stop being frustrated. They kept saying, I'm depressed. They kept saying, I don't know. They were really angry. They were really depressed with the things that happened and stuff like that. Now guys, the elections may not have gone your way, but at this moment, you as a person, you have nothing to do. It's important for you to understand that from where you stand, your power ended on that day. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Your power ended on that day. Now you have nothing to do. Okay, yeah, the skyline looks really nice. Omni one be high. After I have 10 million, Omni won't give me a room. You need that 7. Guys, if anyone gives you a bond car with a debt of 10 million, the car they are giving you is not a Suzuki a Daihatsu Move, or a Suzuki baka Suzuki Areno. Okay, asike walk a Suzuki afana Suzuki akafana Daihatsu Move. If they are not giving you a car on credit with 10 million first deposit, and the car is costing 20 million or 17 million to buy in cash, they are going to sell you a car at a very abnormal price. Is it possible to get a good Impreza at 20 million? That will be the Impreza old model, 2005 2006 model. If you want the 2012 model, you need to have at least 25 million shillings. But like the guys I do inspection from where bari kusima. So guys, welcome back. We well during the president's speech, we learned something. You remember the priest that was arrested in Masaka for money laundering? Well, the president said he had arrested him for being with Kyagulanyi. Catherine Kabonge, please throw more light. I'm a fake dealer. Please tell me how I faked you. Ebintu emu njagala ntubijjayo ne bibeera mu light. What did I... Catherine, I don't even know you. So how am I a fake dealer? Nampija Julie, good morning. Good morning, Arthur Arnold Temu Nava. I wanted to send money on MTN, send Zigany. But the money goes, you just can't withdraw it. So when you receive money, you're also supposed to just send it to the person you're buying stuff from. Catherine, I'm waiting for you to tell me how I kufelaed you. Please come and tell me. Toko makwako. You know, normally people come like this and they post comments like this. Now, when you cannot like engage them in real time, people actually say, come and say, mara biku video ya Arthur. Omuntu yaze na commenting ako. Omuntu yaze na commenting anaga Arthur mufere. Catherine, we are live. Tell people how I kufelaed you. Why 3 years? I've said things can happen your way. It will take probably 10 years or 20 years, but eventually things will happen your way. Thank you, Juliet, for reminding them. Guys, you're 37 and we have only 12 likes, yeah? It doesn't make sense. Double tap your screen. She's silent. Yes. Abantu weba tumunange babeerawo. Simumanyi na mumanya. I'm outside Uganda, Mr. Arthur. I sent money on Sunday, 1.7 million. Up to now, today, I will go and they refund me my money here. And I'm from Nairobi, just watching from afar. You are in Nairobi. It's okay. Things eventually work out. Guys, me, I understand that there are people that are happy with the way things are. Yesterday, I was talking to that workmate of mine. Oh, not yesterday, I was counseling someone, real counseling. And when I was constructing, I had an old man on my site, yeah, the engineer. And he was telling me stories from the 70s and the 80s. And he was telling me, Arthur, butwagenda ngo mudwalire mulago nga emmere ebeerawo, the person that has come to we have 13 likes because of people like Catherine. So the old man was telling me that when they were growing up, you would go to Malago Hospital, medicine was there, the doctors worked on you diligently, and that there was food for the sick person and the person that was looking after them. Food was there, provided by the hospital. You get it? And this old man right now, I think is like 78. And he said, and things are not getting better. Now, sometimes when we say things like this, people think we are enemies. I'm not an enemy. I love my country. That's why I'm here. And if it annoys anyone, just help me get out of the country. After what period of time should you buy new tires? When they are worn out. When you realize there is no more tread on the tires, that's when you should change tires. So if only 2 tires have tread that is worn out, change only the 2 tires. After that person that sent money and hasn't received it, network issues. Me, I sent 5 million but not yet received. Yeah, it will eventually go, guys. The good thing with IT systems is that it comes back if it doesn't go. For me, there is a way I trust systems. So before elections, we actually bought a car. We bought a Subaru Impreza. I'm going to post the pictures because it was the election period. I think I'm going to publish the pictures and the inspection report. And let me just share the story briefly. And if after posting the inspection report you have questions, you guys can definitely go ahead and ask me. Magembe Frank abaga mukulike mu lockdown. Thank you, Frank. Guys, just be calm, eh? Don't fight with anyone. Don't quarrel with anyone. Guys, if you don't agree with someone, I think I found a mechanism, eh? I found a mechanism. If I don't agree with someone, and kayinja kagwawo wano kirabika. If I don't agree with someone and I believe their belief system is flawed, mulabanga mulalu ku kyalo, and it's the message I'm spreading for people to become calm. Have you guys seen a mad person on your village? He throws stones, he abuses you, he's vulgar, you get, but you do nothing. Everybody knows that person is mad. Eh? So I want you to see the people that you don't agree with as mad people. I want you to look at them like they are mad. But tunulire balunze bwentu bwembalaba. Nogamba bwakola decision enfu kiriza nti mulalu. Bwagenda nali akasasiru kiriza nti mulalu. Bwajja nakuwemula kiriza nti mulalu. I don't know if it will give you a lot of peace. Eh? It will give you a lot of peace. Council Patrick Asiko, good morning. After I usually move from Luwero to Mbalwa once a week. Is an impressor reliable? Yes, it is. Just service it on time. How many times do we move from Luwero to Mbalwa? Because, but impressor is okay. But if you can get a 2 liter one, get a 2 liter one, because then you'll not struggle a lot. Eh? 1.5 liter vehicles to zidekera abantu nga atha abavuga long distances. Atera, if you can get a 1.8 liter or 2 liter nga tenywa nga valvematic, you get it, because the difference in fuel consumption is very minimal. And guys, the election period just wasn't a lockdown, it was a control period. I believe the government was trying to control what could happen, you get, during the elections. I think they overreacted a little bit. But firiza business nyingi, but firiza sente nyingi. I don't believe what they did was the best thing to do. But of course, from where they stand, buli omu wali walabira omwezi n'enjuba. I believe they over. Hi Ricky, how are you? Why are Range Rovers getting more on the road than before despite their unreliable? Because a lot of people are stealing money. A lot of people are getting free money. A lot of people are stealing money. On Tegera, a lot of people are getting money they are not working for. I'll ask you a very simple question. I'll ask you a very simple question. In the past, how many rich people do you remember having Range Rovers? Let's call them Range Rovers. I will tell you for a fact that the first batch of Range Rovers that I saw in Kampala belonged to members of parliaments. There is a section of members of parliament, I think they were in 2006. All those members of parliament, Bonaba in Range Rovers. All of them had Range Rovers. But by the time we have parliament, all the Range Rovers were grounded in their compounds. All of them. That's Bachi Agenda, what Saja Mita Honorable Sit and the several Weka Sangati. When I didn't Kasangati, I was in the neighborhood. Children Rova we Chile Wechatura. What do you know your Honorable Seninde Rosemary? Naya in a Children Rova which to the Muruja. A Bachiaba MP, oh, that's why Jabari Baita 9th Parliament, I don't know, 2006. All of those guys bought Range Rovers. Do you know why they bought Range Rovers? Because MPs get free money for buying cars. It's free money. Yes, someone's going to come and say they deserve it. No, they don't. Nobody deserves to get free money for buying cars. Nobody deserves free money for buying. Let them buy cars with their own hard-earned money. So Range Rovers are a lot on Ugandan roads because a lot of people are getting free money. A lot of people are doing money laundering. A lot of people are stealing money. Now, if you ask me how I have proof, whether I have proof, I don't. But guys, look at all the people that are buying Range Rovers right now and tell me if the businesses they have can buy Range Rovers. Also look at the people that are buying GLEs. Majority of people buying GLEs. Look at their businesses. Can their businesses buy the GLEs? They can't. So don't be tempted into buying a Range Rover from your small money because other people are buying the Range Rovers. Abantu banji, a lot of people are doing funny things to get the money they used to buy GLEs and Range Rovers. Catherine akomyewo agambye namubaki. So guys, I want to engage Catherine ku live wano so that because I know people say what omukazi, I think it was TikTok yanvuma in, because when I had just entered joined TikTok, TikTok has a lot of negative energy, so people can abuse. Neze bwonvuma nkuwa kati nabawa tebakyanvuma nnyo because onvuma nenkuvuma nova nga atego you feel worse than how you wanted to make me feel. So there is a chick, I think badi bamwita Hadija, yampa nemuwa bwe namuwa ndoza nga talina bwa retaliating, najja in the comment section namu blocking because nalaba nga the claims zakola ate ziri too serious, ate nga simumanyi. Bwe muwa then she came na commenting nga nagamba ndi mubbi wa motoka bichi ndo okulaba nga everyone has enemies can start riding on a simple comment nibatandika okukola claims and people start believing them. Because I did not know who she was and I knew she was furious because of my reply, I just blocked her. But ono yesagala mu blockinga njagala je ayogere bwe namufera. Yesterday I was talking to a gentleman. He called me and said, Arthur, I have a female friend of mine who wants to buy a car. So she wants to buy a used car. I encouraged her to hire you for inspection and she's skeptical. Can I give you your number for you to talk to her? And I told him, don't give me her number. Abakyala basumbuwa ekyensi yonna ekimanyi. So nangamba nkimanyi basumbuwa ninza agenda kunsumbuwa ate ebimoroka enkadde sibimanyi. And I told him, you know what, just give her my number. If she wants to engage me, she can engage me. If she doesn't want, let it be. Okitegeera ebiseera mu inspections zengoba nga nzigoba kwewala bizibu. Sometimes I can be talking to someone nemuwulira engeri gyayogera nga ndaba ajja kunsumbuwa, ajja kujja kumpimamu, nemugamba omanyi sijja kusobola kukolera. Lucky Mose, good morning. Arthur, in my 17 million, is it possible to get a Fielder 2007? No. You will get a 2005, 2006 model. 2007 yeba mpya tojja sobola gifuna. 2007 yefana 2008. You'll be getting it at around 23 million. Kitegeera, you'll be getting at around what tax adisi ba parking ze mukubashite bamukube ekipapula. You'll be getting it at around 23 million. So guys, anybody you don't agree with wakuvuma, I've seen a lot of people say abantu banupu bavuma. Gwe omuntu wa nupu wakuvuma mulabe nga mulalu. Okay? Ne bwaba si mulalu ng'okimanyi si mulalu gwe mutunulire ng'omulalu. And also guys, I want you to understand that people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. Sometimes when people are going through a lot, boogera ebisumatuka. They do. Ne waba talina proof, boogera ebisumatuka. Nayogeza obusungu, obasonyiwa olw'olumu. I think I'm growing up. I'm learning to forgive certain things. Because no one comes out of this country alive. No one comes out of the world alive. Tewali avaawo nga atambula. Arthur, I have been closely following your live sessions and somehow I have made peace with Toyota Wish 4-wheel drive Valvematic engine to serve purposes of our country journeys and movements in town. Valvematic, ngandawo okulaba 4-wheel. Have they started bringing 4-wheel drive Wishes? Sijigulangako. I think we saw it like once, but I discouraged the person from buying it. 4-wheel drive is expensive to maintain. Yes, it doesn't increase a lot of, but it does. Shock absorbers za motoka ya 4-wheel za njawulo. Ebintu bya 4-wheel biba bya njawulo mu. Byongeramu akasente. That's one thing I need you guys to always understand. Okitegeera, suspension ey'emabega ya 4-wheel ekyuka. So guys, I wanted to tell you guys, guno mwaka nga gutandika, you people should leave borders. buy cars, not because you have a lot of money, but because you have a lot of money to make in the future. And border borders are very dangerous for you. Nze siri nya border buli wamu nvugawo. And of course that is made more possible by the fact that I drive a hybrid, so I can drive my hybrid anywhere. Kati bwendi ndi kulyanda okitegeera ndi kulyanda, and right now I'm getting about 19.5 kilometers per liter. Ate mukimanyi nze engeri gyenvuga sizikiza moroka bwe parking ewantu njireko etokota. So if I hadn't been, if sengana lisikola ekyo moroka eno yalibadde mpanga 22 kilometers per liter okitegeera. So guys, buy cars, buy even the simplest car you can buy, even if it's a Passo, even if it's a Daihatsu Move. I want to see you guys alive. I want to see you guys with all your limbs. Okay, I don't want to see anyone going for a skull operation. A lot of people in Uganda that are going for operations on the head. That is happening majorly because they had the motorcycle, and most of them, they were involved in those accidents not as riders but as passengers. So me, I encourage you guys to buy cars, and I would love to also encourage you guys to buy cars in your means. Teweka kagenda mu bondi, okay? Inze nenzire mabega olwaleero, I will drive a kibina peacefully. Yate mundaba nga nvuga kibina ne mulowooza mbuki. I have learned to make peace with what I can afford, nze nga Arthur. But I have also made peace with the fact that sijja kulinya border. Okitegeera, eh? Why? I benefit a lot from being alive, okitegeera, than from saving money on maintenance or fuel. Me, I think I would easily adjust my lifestyle. Okay, I'd easily adjust my lifestyle to make sure that I live near my home. If the worst got to the worst, nga sisobola kuvuga zino ngendo mpanvu, I'd greatly adjust nsigale nga nvuga emotoka, because nakigamba Kunsa yali plumber wange waffe Matugga. He was a very popular plumber in Matugga. Kunsa, the first time I saw him, I think guy wa hardware gye bayita cheap hardware waffe, guy wa cheap hardware yandi commending Kunsa oyo. And when he came, he did very good work. Some of the things he did for me for free, and I liked him. Atagenda okutuuka, he was already following me. Nangamba, Arthur, for the love of yampitanga love of cars. Love of cars nsanyusa okulaba njagala nange nsomese bakola TikTok. So of course I made him pay. He paid me I think 100,000. Nebo yamara okunsasula emitwalo 10 naye bakyalibe n'abasasuza oba 10 naye abasomesa engeri gye bakolamu sente ku TikTok and a lot of. So and yali avuga pichi mpya. He was driving a Bajaj, and you guys know Bajajes are very expensive. Za milioni 5-6. And I told him, we guy, ovuga Bajaj naye sente zogula Bajaj nga zisobola okugula emmotoka, lwaki tova ku pichi? Because namulaba nga alina mu kusente, yali mufunyi. There are people bolabanga mufunyi, nemuga lwaki tova ku pichi? Nangamba nemmotoka nesoboka, nemuga ati ogulayo gu kibina oba 10. Nemuga ngeri gyoli ku plumbing oyinza okugula G-Touring, okitegeera, oba oyinza okugula Karibu oba Ipsam. Nangane emmotoka naje muga kati olabe emmotoka ezo sola zisamu ne pipes n'ogenda okola. So I think eventually he collected money. I know omugagga gwe yali akolera plumbing. Kati omugagga oyo yalina ka IST wakanga kafa engine. Kati nga bukufa engine, omugagga namugamba akamuguze milioni 10. IST is a hot cake. Na nkubira na nyinyonyola bire nemugamba omusajja oyo mugule milioni nga 7. So na mwa 7 inaka kanepa mwenda. They went like that until the mugagga accepted na agule milioni 7 nga engine ifu. So he bought it at 7 million. He put an engine about 2.5 and the car started moving. I even did a review on that car. And then I told him, you know what, vaku pichi. Kati was to say, va ku pichi. And he kept telling me athaba customer bange nimuga atandikira kunzo okuongeza nze nanyongeza naye nane bwe yanyongeza he kept coming on a motorcycle. I told him va ku pichi nze pichi njitya. I'll tell you nze pichi njitya. And he kept on the border ngolumu abeera yevugola baba muvuga. So we kept out of touch. Nga bwemba mwetaga mukulu yalaja nantereerezaamu. So there are some things that he needed to fix for me naye nga I am busy, so I could not call him. One day he calls me and I don't answer. So then the next day he calls me. Arthur nolowooza pichi gye wangana yabadde tennettidde. I told you that story. Trailer yamuyita kugulu. He passed out. He was in a coma for 3 days in Bombo Ame hospital. He woke up okugulu ne bakupatching and bamugamba kuyinza okuddawo. Then eventually I think 3 days later ne bakutemako. And then nadde waka osira nangamba Arthur nvuge moroka. And then he told me some of his neighbors bamuloga tebamwagaliza abeere na moroka, stuff like that. Kati yeche yali alowooza. But later on, someone told me he refused to take his medicine the way he was supposed to take his medicine. They also told him to be off the phone. Naye atava ku simu kugati yawuliriza biragiro by'abasawo. And then 2 weeks later, he died. But because we abeerera mu ddwaliro, he had a lot of idle time. He would call you and you have nothing to talk about. So he would call me and I don't answer. And then eventually I get a message on his phone, WhatsApp, telling me that he died. So I tried to find out. I kept working closely with the guys that he had connected to. He had connected me to a tiler, and then there are some other plumbers that he was working with, and they all said one thing: yatuuka nga tamira ddagala. Okitegeera n'okugulu okutemako yali tamira ddagala, n'agenda ne bakutemako. Then we bakutemako ate n'agendako mu basawo Abaganda and stuff like that. But everything stems from him refusing that he had grown. Every time I inspect a car for someone, I normally tell you guys, kati okuze, va ku pichi. You have bought a car. I normally tell you guys, toddamu kulinnya pichi. And then some of you guys keep telling me, naye Arthur emirimu jange. There is a guy I found in the hospital. Yali agenze kula mukazi we nga agenda kuzaala. Nanyimiza normally when people stop me, era guys, if you ever stop me and I'm a little hesitant with you, that's how I am. When it's not like same atira, but I'm just hesitant to engage with people. That's how I was raised. When you grow up as an orphan, and you're helped by a lot of people, some people promise to help you, and you start being a little bit careful with how you. So if you ever stop me on the way and I'm a little hesitant engaging with you, don't think I have bad manners. I'm just hesitant. That's my nature. So guy stops me in the hospital yali kumuggo, and he told me, Arthur watugamba va ku pichi na ye man ina kamoroka kange, and he showed me his primo old model. I told you that story. And then I asked him, ate kati oyine moroka wali okola ki ku pichi? And he told me, Arthur nagenda nefuna kadiirwe ye mukono neninya boda mangu awo ngende mukono saatuuka okugulu kataba kutemeko. And I asked him kati waize eki, and he told me, you know what Arthur, naize sigenda kudda ku pichi. And I asked him, deal gye wali ogobeye ye mukono yaliko sente mmeka? And he told me kwaliko emitwalo nga 8. And I asked him, bwafuna accident, how much have you spent so far? He told me, Arthur, ndoza na spending $1 million nga 4 ate era sinawona. And then I asked him, okay, was it worth it? And he said, no, it wasn't. So for me, every time I get the urge to take a border to go somewhere, I ask myself, how much am I going to earn from there? All the big businesses I've gotten, and this is, for me, this is how life has worked for me. Every big, you know how people tell you, put on a suit and tie, tuck in, put on gentle shoes, comb your hair properly. All the big businesses I've gotten, Nzenga Arthur, I never had to put on a suit and tie. I never had to have an expensive car. I came the way I was. And people hired me because of my knowledge. They did not hire me because I was very smart. Every time someone hired me because I dressed up very smart or I was decent according to them, they did not pay me properly. So I want you to take a pressure this year. I don't want you to put yourself on pressure. kati ne mukuvuga emmoroka mwennyini si kyapapa bya kisiru, because if you get a problem along the way, those people you're hurrying to go see, are they going to compensate you? Will they, how long before they stop coming to the hospital? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. How long before they stop giving you money because they also have their own problems? And will you get angry with them? Why would you even be getting angry with them? They are trying to live their life. So guys, this year, the people that we bought cars with last year, the people that we're going to buy cars with this year, once you buy a car, understand that your life has advanced. It's like when you started holding a smartphone. Me, I have 4 smartphones. 3 of them are Samsungs. 2 of them I'm going to put them in business. Emwe genda beda mwe number for the love of cars, and agenda beda mwe number zili endala za business eri endala. I have a tablet, it's also Samsung. Mutekino navayo. Sigi and alive. I am going to stay at the level where I am. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So don't even think I'm even trying to motivate you. This is how I live. I started driving in 2010. I was 20 years old. I started driving in December of 2010, I think. It was a little bit before that. From 2010, yeah, I can count for you the number of times I took a taxi. Ontegere, I can count them. And there is a time I tried to go to the airport via border. Na papa, border ya tukuba ne twevulungulanze nowa border. Nenga bomanyi nti okulinnya ennyonyi e Kampala si kyangu. Twadda ku piki nengambe mizimu egenda meso okulinnya ennyonyi. Ne tudda ku piki ne tulumba airport. Okitegeera? But then sidanga mukuva ku mmotoka. Once you go, todda mukuva ku mmotoka. Osobola okugoba mu nnyumba, va mugendo osule mu mmotoka, tova ku mmotoka. Ate namwe the guys that have constructed, you know life is unpredictable, especially in Uganda. Today your business is doing well, tomorrow the business is not doing well. Ochitege, right? Today your business is doing well, tomorrow you is after it. Have you seen the struggles that Kasuku is going through right now? He ate money, but people, especially on Twitter, are on Bajita cancel. They're trying to cancel him. People are campaigning for people to unfollow him, to unsubscribe to his from his channels. And that's how life is. Today you're big, tomorrow you're not. Oshitege, right? Did Catherine say something else? Ndaba stacha I'm engaging. What would you recommend the best way to finance a car on loan? Bond loan or bank? Both are good. Not everyone has access to bank loans for buying cars, yeah? Not everyone. Like me, I don't have. Most of the people that have access to bank loans are people that are employed in reputable organizations that can actually give them the money. Some of us, we can only get car loans. We can only get car loans from bonds. The car I am driving, I had the money to pay for it because Narina Katunda Raktisi Yang. Nganyina obusente when I take so kugatako to buy a hybrid. But I did not buy it cash. Ninsa surako sente ne basigana nga bamanja. Zili sente nenzisa ezimu nazisa mu convention nezifiramu. Hida nenziteke walala. So I paid paka bwe najimalayo. And I think you remember I told you some time ago in Bagamba right now, if you're going to buy a car, there is no reason why you should be buying it cash. For me, it makes sense. Now, if I'm going to be buying a car of 40 million, even if I have the 40 million, I'll pay 30 million. Use the 10 for other things and pay the 10 in installments. That's how I think right now. Techinga sa kugula modoka cash nensigala nga sina capital. Because I saw it's possible. In a modoka najisaswa ne njimalayo. And then there are people that we buy cars with and your transfers take time. Nze tebanda transferring a modoka eno. Tebanaba. Ate sigenda basa ku pressure. because nagisasula nenjimalayo. Tewali yanyimiriza kungamba waye moroka nga tunagimalayo. Tewali nyinza kungamba moroka wajibi. Some of you guys banange tumalugule moroka ne mukuba amasimu ne mu threatening ngarugaye yangamba I'm going to make problems. It's free, you can go make moroka twagigura mu bond. Ayagala twalayo police mu bichi. Okitegera nimuga kati ebyo byonna okolabi. Waliwo yako emizante moroka nzibe enti nedda. Sigwe first ona anti give those bond people time bakole transfer yegwe. Eventually yakakana transfer yeneggwa. Nze sinaba kuwa time. But guys, bond loans are good for people that don't have access to bank loans. Nze sina access to bank loans for buying cars. So for me a bond would actually work for me. But you have access, if you have access to get a bank to give you money to buy a car, like there is a field that we bought in Abagamba. I think the person of Agenda just like arrangement here time, but I have a pro forma invoice, budget a pro forma. I think they call it a pro forma. Was it? No, there's something he called it. He took it to his bank in it and a process. The bond has to transfer the car to his name, put number, plates, pay taxes and all, and then the bank will pay the bond. And then this person will start paying the bank. But he works in a bank. I have a Voxer. How much is needed to top up for a newer SI? Don't top up. First sell your car. The Voxer prices are very, very unpredictable. You can even sell it 7. I'm telling you. You can even sell it 7 million. So it depends on your selling arrangement, how fast you want the money, how many people are willing to buy the car, and how much they are willing to give you. So first sell, and then car hamstrung high. After these days, I'm seeing a lot of Mazda cars. Are they good? No, they are not. They are cheap. People buying Mazdas because they are cheap. But also people are buying Mazdas because their friends are buying Mazdas. Especially in the corporate world. Some of you guys are in the corporate world. You buy cars because you have the money. Sicho? You don't buy cars because it's the right thing to do. Some of you guys mugule morokezo because weeri. Oina million nkaga. Botunule morokezi li wao Mazda yekanga. No sara onogula Mazda. So don't. I know Frank, I won't be diverted. Arthur, it's why I'm going to study community psychology, because people are suffering from condition called cognitive dissonance. It's now what is that? Now starch chichi. Bomana go tugambe ekigambe ekinene starch. Teka o bracket okinyonyole ffe abatamanyi luzungu lweye wamma masomera agebe nze nasomera mitiyana. Ate si mitiyana SS. Kwe mitiyana somera eri amanyi liryo mitiyana sije nasomera. Nasomera ku basari. Nze mu kisuru nga tusoya emitwalo 15. Mu kisuru nga tetwe karakasa ng'emmere teriiwo. Nderema Alex, hi. Jonathan Semuwanga, is the 4-wheel drive wish a 2-liter? There are too many in Dubai nowadays, both new and old shape. Ebera 1.8, muni muneza 2, but most of them are 1.8. Banai Arthur, oliku Spotify, this lockdown time made me realize netaga backup. Sidiku Spotify. I don't know why. I've never actually thought about it. Yesterday, taxi knocked a border in front of me. Guys, remember we are trying to make 100,000 subscribers. Tell a friend to subscribe to the channel so that we grow the community. Ata kulika 1986 navudeyo anti omukulembeze yatugambye yakola internet. Kakati tulina okumwebaza ennyo okutukolera internet. Senga si ye internet teyali baddeyo. Guys, especially the men, let me tell you this. Sometimes I've seen a lot of men telling their women, gwe senga sinze wali badotya bwali ofanana. Even women sometimes use that thing. Guys, if you don't marry a woman, someone will marry her, and there are 50-50 chances that she will get a person that is doing better than you. Ontegera, if she could attract you, she can attract better prospects. Namwe abakazi bawo bwotali baddewo yalifunye omukazi omulala. I want us to understand this. Njagala kino ekintu tukitegeere. Tewali muntu nga yikamala byonna. Okitegeera. Hi Richard Aki. Tewali muntu nga yikamala byonna. Gwe okuddaawo n'olowooza nti gwe wotaali badde ebintu byali badde birungi. Byali badde birungi. This is something I think we have a fena tuina ego. Me, I keep telling Mama Aban olumu agenda ngamba okufuna omusajja ne mugamba osobola okufuna omusajja ate n'akwagala n'okusinga nzi kisoboka. Okitegeera. ne mugate nange sobola ofuna omukazi nanjagala n'okusinga gwe bwonjagala. It's possible, but also it can be the other way round. Asobola okufuna omusajja n'amufutyanka, nange nsobola okufuna omukazi n'amufutyanka. You get it? But it's not a proper thing for us to always be thinking nze we saali badde tewali badde bulungi naali badde bulungi. Okitegeera, right? Like there is a time I had an ex. I think she thought nali sinza funa mukazi abeerawo, because at that time I wasn't badly off though, kuba neewerera A-level neewerera Makerere, so saali bubi. Sebo omuntu eyeewerera nga yeewerera ng'ate ta struggling nga kwewerera taba bubi, but of course saali bulungi nnyo. So I think ex wange yalina abasajja abakulu abamuwanga ssente, so she kept telling me, I think in a way she thought yali ennyamba okunjagala. Okitegeera, kati bwe namukyawa ate ne bamuwuuba nnyo, alina lwe yajja nanga Arthur nkooye bampuubye nkooye. Bino ebintu bye mbagamba bwe mbyogera bibanga ebyokulimba. Kiiki yanneegambye nanga Arthur bampuubye nkooye. But all in all, the point is, me, I think the internet would have come to Uganda either way. Ne Burundi balina internet, whether what or what, it would have come. But munange fe yakola internet ye Kampala tumuyina ali wano yagambye yakola internet. Arthur, the 4-wheel drive is for those damn muddy roads in the upcountry hills. Meeting the maintenance may be inevitable if I'm not to struggle too much. Are you sure those roads are too bad? Anyway, I don't go to villages, so I don't know. The village I know is where I live. Here on my village, people are enjoying old cars, even me. Exactly, Joshua. President, good morning. Na iwe gombe sa hybrid sebo. Guys, don't buy a hybrid if you're not ready. Kapampu kanfako olaba lunaku lebajja ko internet. Kapampu kana akakula nti wa ya hybrid kafa. But I have spares. Remember natumia spare pumps from China. So, era nengera nenyimira okutoto nembasaba tuulu nga bonna tebamanyi kyakola nenkejjiramu neneeteramu akalala. So I think it was yesterday but one nakyusiza coolant oli omukadde ena namu ye nentekamu coolant omupya because oli kati yabadde diluted. So guys, when you buy I'm the only qualified person to inspect your hybrid. Ekyo nkibagamba. Bono ogenda ogula hybrid n'ogenda bannange banyumiriza. Omanyi olumuntu bula ne baddiira abatunda amamotoka n'ennyumya nabo. So some dealer told me walo guy yagenda omukikazi yagenda yali agenze gula Fielder. Yali yagala gula Harrier. Nga sente za Harrier tazina ne bamuguza Nissan Juke. Nga ne abantu ngababi. Yenga kyagula takimanye naye ngono guy amukakasa guleno esinga ne kawundo. Dealer yabadde ngamba nga aseka. Nagamba gwe aso ine ensonyi ne abantu tebayina nsonyi. Banks usually give 70 to 95% of the total value for NCBA with those earning 5 million and above. And Kat Jovan, what's the interest like? Because me, I can get a car on loan and I still buy it at the same price like someone that has bought it cash. Like this car, when I bought it, later on, I think like 4 months later, I found a broker ngabagule moroka angeno nga bagigula cash nga bagigula sente zezi munange ze nagigula nga atenze nagula banja. First car Toyota Wish or Mark X. It depends on what you want, but I would recommend a Wish. The Mark X will make you feel like you're high up there above other people, yet you're not. So the Wish is, for me, I recommend the Wish. But the banking market in the country, most banks offer 70 to 80%. Thanks for always informing us. I can't stop following you. Amina Simon Amil. Arthur, I have been a biker for now 10 years with big sport bike, but it's 2 months cause Yankuba. Irana parking, I'm selling gifts. Sorry, Yusuf. Ngawalaba man. I'm seeing guys on TikTok saying you pay 15 down payment and you pay the remaining in 2 years. Like they said in Preza 2016 38. Guys, okay. In Preza ireke sasura musoro gwa milioni 15 oba 17. Let me ask you. You buy this hat, this cape at 10,000 and you pay tax of 10,000. So you want to sell it at 25,000. So you tell someone, come and give me the 10,000 of tax. And instead of selling it to you at 25, I'll sell it to you at 28. And you pay me in 2 years. Does that make business sense to you guys? Harriet, does that make sense to you? Does that? For the Impreza, I find that it will be impossible because mukash Impreza bagitunda miliyoni 35 36. Teri muntu agenda kwata miliyoni za 2 zikola amagoba ga miliyoni 3 mu myaka 2 okujjako ng'emmoroka gyakuguza grade mbi. Era all those people ku ndagaano zaabwe bateekako 3 months bonna. Nange ku ndagaano yange kwaliko 3 months. Okitegeera kwaliko emyezi emeka? Kacece nabagamba tebeewola buli wamu. Every time an offer is too good, don't go there. Guys, you have refused to like the broadcast. Mobile money is working, you just can't withdraw. But after these rich guys went back to last year, imagine 70 with 24 likes. Guys, like the broadcast, give me at least some 40 likes. Bo abo kutoto wabasangawo. Nabasangawo. Sebo karibu nuje tandikira mu mmeka. Bondi yali amazeewo mukyala wange. Bondi! Guys, temwepika genda mu bondi bw'oba tonnaba kuyimirira. Actually, me I would recommend ogenda kwewola moroka mu bondi ngo sente omanyi we ziva. Nze nagenda okwewola moroka eno nga sente, nagenda okusasula moroka eno nga sente ezigimalayo nziyina mu nsawo nazirina. Ne guy agenda okumbalira baliramu nga bwengula cash sente zangu ze zimu ne bwengula ebbanja. Nengula ebbanja. Nenzirayo ne sente zange. In this time of lockdown, I came across an old video of you talking against bond cars. I think that changed. No, it has never changed. Nima, my stand on bond cars has never changed. And I've told you how I started buying bond cars. Nze sazu kukakunenga kangende mu bond. It happened. Me, I am still against bond cars for people that cannot afford them. I was talking to one of you guys some days ago. Yali agaragura moroka ya bondi. Nga ajiremeddeko naye nga agenda bera ne banja lya miliyoni nga 25. Era in the beginning I thought about it, but I did not want to tell him yali badde offended kuba ayagala. But eventually butwabadde twogera ne mugamba, you know what? Lwaki sente ezo miliyoni zo 10 z'oyina toziguzeemu emmoroka enkadde noteteeka mu bbanja liri ya miliyoni 2 ebbanja eryo ddene. Guys, just double tap like this. Just double tapping nakyo kizibu wadde. Ne mugamba tewali nsonga lwaki ogenda mu bondi weewole. Guys, me I am in a bond car because God has made it possible. Tekiŋŋaana kuddamu mabega. Era nnyina emmoroka ey'okubiri stareti. It's more than 30 years old. Weeri ewaka maama Abani agivuga ng'ali mu holiday. Okitegeera nti she likes it a lot. Inze seepanka ne maama Abani teyeepanka. Abantu, the thing I was talking about bond cars is that a bond car is not always a good option. Ne kaakati. The bond car is a good option. Most of you guys, I recommend you now to go to the bond because you are not patient. You are not patient. Some of you guys, you're making loss with cars. You're spending a lot of money in trying to fix cars with the wrong mechanics because imu papa. Oshitegira. There is a guy yankubira. Nanga ate moroka ene nywanya amafuta ne mugaji twale wa makanika gundi ne gundi. Ajajikola. Like 2 hours later nankubira. Atha mfunyana mukwano gwange makanika angambye agenda chikola. Nimuga kali. Bwaba kugamba agenda chikola ka chikole. Mbandi awo ngampereza bill ku WhatsApp sajituna nako. White week. Athe moroka enywanya ate kati. Nga sijugana kujukira nti yajiwako mukwano gwo jikola. Nimuga nina gambo gende wa makanika wagendayo. Nanga nedde bye bintu babikola. Nimuga is there a change mbwa Nimuga kakati. Emoroka gitwale gye nagamba okugitwala bagikole. Okitegeera kuba emoroka nze inspectinga. Kati bwe yagitutere ne bangamba athe emoroka ene ekuba ekikka simanyi be badde bakanika. Ne banyinyonnyola ne bagamba mukole ebyo. Tebana bagitandika gikola but bagenda kugikola. But what am I saying is that most of you guys are not patient. Some of you guys have abused me. Some of you guys have called me a thief. Why? Because you bought an old car. Some of you guys have even encouraged you tuba tuli fenna mu field nga naye lwaki togenze mu bondi nga nkulaba togenda kubeera patient na mmoloka nkadde. Old cars need patience. Old cars need to have a thick skin. Ontegeera some of you guys don't have the thick skin. Nze Arthur kati nyina thick skin, I can manage old cars. But of course there are some old cars I can't manage. I can't manage a Nissan X-Trail. I can't manage an old Subaru, a very old Subaru Sigisobola. I can't manage any of those Mazda cars. The only Mitsubishi I can manage will be the L200 or the Canter. I can't manage some of those old cars because they would be very expensive and not worth it. So my stand on old cars has never changed. Omuntu alina million musanvu tewali nsonga lwaki weepika ogende weewole moroka mu bondi. And I keep saying this. When I call a video where I was discouraging you guys from going to guys, double tap the screen, just double tap, or click the 3 dots in your right hand upper corner of the screen. The like options will appear here. Then just click the thumbs up. So when I was discouraging you people from buying bond cars, nalisivuga moroka ya bond, and still I don't see a reason why someone that has 10 million akwata million 10 bwagende mu bondi bamuwole motoka ya bondi. Because why? Most of you guys sente ze moroka musonda nsonde mulinga Arthur. We collect money slowly by slowly. It's the same thing I was telling you about the house. Enyumba tebagizimba mu capital, bagizimba mu magoba amatonotono, zofunawo zooteekawo, progress neerabika mpola mpola. Era I keep telling you guys, the problem is you find someone having 10 million. Ninga sewo million ezo 10 azironderamu. Ngumugamba 10 million you can buy this can. Sizagala. Banda babatya. Ngoina million 10. Ontegeere. That's why some time ago I told you sikyagala ku inspecting amoroka za million 5 because someone will be having 5 million, and because they have collected that 5 million for a very long time, or because no person in their family has the 5 million, or they believe no one in their family has the 5 million, so they feel like they are rich. They feel like because they have 5 million they can buy its new shape, because they have 5 million they can buy Harrier Kawondo. So Arthur byamugamba tabiwulira. So kati nze nemba vaako. Also they feel 5 million should buy them a 100% healthy car. You can't. N'abantu abagula moroka eza bondi agigula n'agiteekamu emiliyoni. Kati gulwacho yagala ogule moroka million 5 katogenda gisaamu yadde 10. That's why kuba nalaba nga abantu abagula moroka eza million 5 banyiiga, bakolima, bavuma. Okitegeera na biraga ata mwanzibye. Nagamba banna emoroka tewaguze yange. Era emoroka gye waguze wagiguze ngo inoteekamu kokka sente. Okitegeera, like someone buys, like we bought a car, emoroka gitwagula ku 24th. I'll share the story after I've posted the images. Twagigula nga battery nfu. Twagigula on 14th, voting was 15th. Battery nga nfu. And I told these people, after here, go buy battery. Nembagamba, era mu move wano, nebagamba ebyokukola, nebagaana bikola intentionally, bo nebagaana, they went to the village. But now, on voting day, they called me. Arthur, emoroka egaanyi okuba. And I asked them, did you buy a battery? No. Buy a battery. Nebagenda bagula battery nkadde. Era emoroka neegaana okuba. And they called me. Kati natuuka ndekera okukwata essimu zaabwe nga baakunsumbuwa. Naddamu ne bankubira tuweeze ennamba ya makanika, ne baweze ennamba ya makanika. Bwe naddamu okugenda makanika n'aŋŋamba, Arthur, I told those people, buy a battery. I even offered to send them a battery from Kampala, bagibaweereze mu kyalo gye bali empya ne bagaana. Then there is another person gwe twagula ne double cabin before, I think kulusooka. You remember the double cabin? I told the gentleman, service the engine, service the injectors, buy a new diesel filter, buy a new oil filter, buy a new air cleaner. He did not do any of those things. If up to today he has not done those things, najja n'agamba Arthur, twagula emmotoka embi, nja muvuma. Because namugamba on that very day yajja emmotoka, namugamba emmotoka eno lugijjano tuka mu garage, bajjeko injectors bazikole service, baservicinge engine. You get their basics. Emmotoka ya diesel lwaki ziri mu abantu is because bazivuganga is a petrol. Kati si ya petrol. He did not do any of those things. There are things I normally tell you guys to do nga mbirabanga ebyokusaaga, nze ebintu mbikola. Ze moroka ne bwenjijja mu bondi leero nyina ebintu byenkola nenteekamu ssente. Sikola nnyo my dad naye nkola ebya maintenance. Why? I don't know why people here can type right questions, But to double tap, guys, I'm talking about Madei Hills of Sironko, Bulamburi and Bududa. I've never been there. Gura for weird. I've never been to Bududa, guys. You guys, can you fundraise for me tutandika okkola tours ezo? Bwe mbawa account namba mnateekako sente z'okutuwaringa mba neetaaga mafuta, nze mba ngenda vugawo project car, naye bwe mba vugawo project car neetaagako emmoroka envaako emabega ya crew yange, kuba kati project car ngenda beera mu nzekka, naye mba neetaagako emmoroka envaako emabega ya crew recordinga. You guys, will you fundraise if I give you an account tukuteekako sente za touring Uganda, tugendeko eyo Sironko, tugendeko eyo Embale eyo, waliwo gayo no wa Hawaii Motors w'Embale yaŋŋamba alina faamu eyo Embale gye yakola, waliwo ne Charlie wange naye yaŋŋamba alinayo ali mukola lodges eyo Embale, so that we tour those places. I don't have the money nze nga Arthur, that's why bwe twagenda emitira bwe twavaayo ne mpummulamu sente ezituwaringa sizirina, okitegeera. I think if it's good you start with old cars, especially when you don't have enough money, so as you get better experience. Exactly. Joshua Gamba, he rebuilt his touring, kat he's enjoying 5 million cars muzitulekere. Exactly, Joshua. A car of 5 million needs someone that is patient, someone that will understand that this car will disturb you in the beginning, but use your time to fix it until it gets to perfection. Actually, Arthur, I would advise that someone first call you and talk about the car of interest and the available money before going to the field to look for a car. Exactly. I normally encourage that. Someone yesterday called me nangamba, Arthur, kati njagala genda mu bondi, so kenda be moroka ntuke kujja ensiimi yangu, agenda gula ya banja. Ne mugamba kati bw'onoogenda ewantu nga teweetaaga kwewolawo nga bajja kumalako emirembe. Ne mugamba, let's wake up one morning, tugende tutandikire mu bondi gwe gy'osiimye, tugendeko ne mu bondi endala. Bwe tumala okulaba oba, because he has money to buy cash, tusalewo oba ogula cash oba ogula banja. There are places I will never encourage you to get a car on loan. I can't say here. They will sue me. Okitegeera. So guys, I'm going to give you an account. I'll give you an account. I'm still thinking which bank. I've not gone around to open that bank account. But I'll give you the account number. Kwamba muteka sente za ezokukola ki ezokutambula tulambule muba mugenda gula mafuta ga moroka nti 2 ngule na allowance za crew yange, because I'll have one driver. I normally have 2 camera people. I normally move with the abantu abakola pre-sale inspection bo batera okulaba the value for their money. Nissan nga balina akamoroka akafaanana nu, of course I can't show you, and it's hybrid. Bakaita Nissan, which is this, the Serena. It's the Serena. It's the Serena hybrid, but I would not buy it even if it was 10 million. Wayo moroka jogula ngegenda kubonyabonya. Ezo Serena ezo, waliwo omusajja twali some Makerere nga lecturer, ali lecturing music. He had the Serena, one of the first Ugandans to own a Serena. Yatuuka n'abivaako nadda mu kawundo, Serena n'agisuula nga Serena emumazeeko emirembe. Uncle Joshua, how are you? Nze nuwa mikoro ku mikoro era nzija kuyipusa mu nsooke entereeze. Arthur, ndiwa site, I don't move with many people. Naye Alteza 10 million eba etya. Anti Alteza gwe kasita otegeera nti esikira mabega. If you're comfortable with that, ate ogambye oliwa site. Kati ku site emmoroka etekuserereko buli kiseera n'oba. Bagiyita Nissan Serena Highwester. It's a hybrid. Si kigulanzi. Kirabika bulungi naye si kifaanana n'uweene empya. Naye si kisaamu yadde ekikumi kyange nze. Kale nze nako okuggwako emirembe olw'emmotoka. Nze nako okuggwebwako emirembe olw'emmotoka. Olaba sisaagala ekintu kyonna ekimalako emirembe. Kabeere family member wange kasitanda banga mmalako emirembe. I distance myself. Kati olw'emmotoka obumotoka. So guys, kamba sibule, thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. We have nyumyadimu, tunyumizamu. But all in all guys, it depends on where you're standing. Emoroka ya bondi bwoba osobola okugi nga tonnatuuka teweekaka. Mujjukira olwo omusajja yagula fielder ku $4.2 teweekaka. Oli yagenda n'agula senta ku $3.8 teweekaka. There are people that I normally advise, let's go to the bond, especially women. Bwe mutunulira nti nemulanga tajja kuba patient nga aweze $1.15. But of course is a $1.15 era nyine moroka zenkomako kuli komenenga kati lwawumwe tebazikwatako. Lwawumba kwatako $18.2. Kitegeza the only cars where they will take 15 are Sientas. Ate nazo this year ziyinza okuba tebakyakwatako 15 nga modo gye badde bakwatako 15 eweddeyo. Okitegeera. So there are people that I normally recommend okwewola and there are people best recommending okwewola. Nti if you're patient, if you're mature enough, and of course abantu abagenda okugula emmotoka enkadde, if you work with me to inspect your car nga tugiguze ng'emmotoka nkadde, I also need you to work with me until that car is perfect. Buli ekyetaaga okukola nkimanyi. I know the amount of patience that you need okitegeera to be able to have that car esigale ku kkubo. Amina Emma. Let me see. Kale guys, kamba sibule nja balaba enkya tunyumyemu olulala. Ngenda batira ebifaananyi by'akamotoka ke twagula ku 14th. I think kali ku UBP. Itwakagula AC yali takola nga ne battery enfu. Byebirwadde ebyalimu. Naye munaye nyeko yankubida na ngamba akanyumirwa. They were two friends. One of them wanted to buy a Mark X, but then he called me like 3 days later and Arthur, wadde mbadde nyala Mark X naye mvuze mu kaimpreza kano mpulira obwongo bukyuse kati mpulira nga ayagala ekisubaru. Namugaa gwe nno genda kuggwa. Muyombya Mark Nima, Mpanga Godfrey Lawrence Byamukama, Yusuf Minaj, Ronald Muchwa, Paul Sema VIP, Karim UG Cosmas Agaba Katende, Joseph Otim, Travel Live Vlogs, Sechitoriko Norman, Joshua Eden Farm, Project Psych, Dr. Kambes J VIP, Chiwanuka Medad, Chairman Zak, Yusuf Minaj, Nkumaze Gideon Opai, Osipa Nkunda, K. Jovan, Bruno Bakahika, Aliganyira Derek, Bernard Za, Muramuzi, Narunjoji Harriet, Eddie Marvin, Henry Modern Juice, Jonathan Semuwanga, Omni Wandiambi, Lawrence Byamukama, Y3S, Nampija Julie, Catherine Kabonge Nkulinze na Ito Labiseko. I wanted you to concretize your claims, but I don't name call bobo oyagala okugamba omuntu nti mubbi vayo gamba oli mubbi kuba wanziba kino na kino bobo gamba nti omuntu mufere vayo ngai wanfera kino na kino. Starch Events, Kawa Armstrong, Health Expert Ricky Chikawa, Lucky Moses Senyonga Musa, Alan Adams, Delema Alex, K. Jovan, nyine linya lienda wano, Magembe Frank, Lemont, Funny Lifestyle, Akatuhurira Boaz, Katamba Isaac Katende, Richard Aki, Presdo Antonio, Farouk Warid, Simon Amil, Lubega Ronald, Felix Ariatungisa, Yusuf Minaji agambye tadda ku pichi. Guys, muve ku pichi. Farouk abuza, should I go for Kawundo or Range Rover Evoque? It depends on you. Both cars are good. Me, I will not buy any now because I can't afford either. So I don't think I'm qualified to advise you on which one to go for. But if I had to say, I'll tell you to go for a Harrier, not the Kawundo. You buy like the 2017, 2018 model, which will cost you about 85 million there. That's what I would advise. But how about stress Gamba that comes with Uganda driven cars? Is it manageable? Nima, if you're patient with Ugandan used cars, nze nyina started 1990. Mama bani ajivuga. Ata ajagala okitegeera ajivuga. Comrade Emma, Sally James, Mukisa Emma Kafero, Peter Chamba, Demo Hanguzi Joshua, Naba Kamori, obviously. Katamba, I am safe. I am safe. I'm going to be safe, don't worry. I'm going to be safe. Arthur, let's plan to go for WRC in Kenya this March. Muna sonda sentes gena mu WRC kankubide danka nambulire how much I need. Nga mvuze start nzanti ntambula ne moroka 2 ekyo mukimanyi bwe ntambula ne moroka 2 ngenda bale team ya abantu tugenda babana bwe tuba abantu bana twetaaga fuel twetaaga lodging twetaaga food. If you guys can raise that money, why not? Fenga tugenda tubaweereza live twetaaga ne internet yeri obviously. So kati ateze moroka mu project kamba mulimu ebife ebirala bimeka 3 ne mwere moroka mbamu ebife ebirala bimeka 3 so we can go senga tunaye abagagga aba sponsoringa Football Tribe UG high. So guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Remember, we are trying to grow to 100,000 subscribers. Tell a friend to subscribe. And anything that sounds like it's political nkomerero kubyogerako gwe muba mumanya abantu abamu tubalabenga balalu nammwe muli baddembe okunda bango omulalu yenjogera mga oyo mulalu okitegeera so sigenda kuddamu byogerako because in countries like Uganda that gets you in trouble. Asirisete yejjusa. So I'm going to be quiet from now on. Nabagamba, my goal is to stay alive so that I can tell this story. The stories of what happened in 2000, between the time when I was understanding what's going on. I want to be able to tell my grandchildren those stories. And batuze ngabe nafuna oli jajja wange nanyumiza ebyali ng'emulago mu 1970s. Nange njagala ntule nyumize bazzukulu bange. So I'm going to try to avoid those things. I'm going to get a sigara ku moroka. Bwemba nyina benyiziza mu broadcast yali nsaba mu nsonyiwe bwabulwa abasaba abadde balowooza okunondoola bambi temunnondoola mbyogeza busiru mbyogeza busiru sijja kukiddamu sigenda kuddamu kwesiriwaza nsaba mu nsonyiwe mukama bawo omukisa. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.